This is GadgetStop321. In today's video, I'm doing another update of my A5 Filofax domino that was originally a planner, but I've taken all the planner stuff out and I'm using it as a notebook to keep track of all my stationery stuff. Anything related to fountain pens or paper or mechanical pencils, I keep track of it all in here. I've got some stuff that came with my Hobonichi planners. Just keep that in the pockets over here. In the little clear plastic top-loading folder, this is a nice place for my stickers. I can see what stickers I have in here. My stickers from Goulet and a few from Jet Pens and some nice stickers from Rickshaw. I'm starting to get quite a collection here. I'm going to have to start using them because they're nice stickers. I kept a bunch of the paper, the refill paper that came in my Filofax, and I discovered not long ago that it's not terrible paper. I'm going to start using it. I've got a section that I keep basically, let me zoom in a little bit. I just do little written reviews of each of my pens. I keep track of where I got it, how much I paid for it, what I like and don't like about it. And usually I do some notes at the bottom about each pen. And so it's a fun way to use your pens. It's also a nice way to it also makes a little ink reference because I make note of what ink I'm using, and it's just a fun way to use your pens and be able to refer back to them. So I'm getting pretty well caught up on all my pens. I've got a couple blank pages that I've already put in because I need to write a review of my Perkeo All Black, the Kaweco Perkeo with a medium nib. This is the pen that I'm using, the Iroshizuku Yuyake, which is that nice pretty orange ink, and my Lamy Studio. It has a 14 karat extra fine nib, and I'm using Colorverse Jupiter Flyby. It ends up being a really nice ink matched up with this pen. So I need to do those two reviews. I'll do those when I get done here. And the next section is just inks. Everything is organized by ink. So anytime I ink up a pen with a new ink, I'll just write the ink name at the top, and then as I use the ink in more pens, I'll just do a little writing sample over here. Iroshizuku Azagal looks pretty much the same in all pens, but it's kind of neat to do these writing samples. Let me see, get to one that has a bunch. Some inks look really different in different pens. Dark Lilac looks pretty much the same. Now, if it's a very wet ink, it'll get almost black. But I noticed Diamine Earl Grey, you know, depending on how wet the pen is you're using, it can look way different. Let's see. Pelican Royal Blue also, it can look really pale in some pens and really bright and vibrant in others. So that's kind of fun to do. And just other pens, gel pens and friction pens, other writing instruments I keep in here. And I'm going to do just a quick writing sample. This is my section where I hole punched all the different types of paper from different notebooks. So I have everything in one spot, and I've gone through already. And those 3 inks that I thought I didn't like, but I put them in pens that really matched up with them, and they look good all together. So I'm going to do a quick little writing sample on a couple of my favorite papers. I saved them for last. The Rhodia Premium and the Marlmon Nemesign. Let me see if it'll let me zoom in anymore. I may just have to let you see it after I write it. But I have enjoyed writing with these 3 inks. I hope that stays in focus. I'm not zoomed in very much, but that's as far as it'll let me. Let's see. I'm going to do these in the order that I did the reviews. It's my Jinhao X750. I love how this pen fits in my hand, even posted. It's a heavier pen, but it's balanced nicely. So this is the and it's got the 0.6 stub, and it's Iroshizuku Chiku Ren. Well, as I was writing it, I was going to say, I don't know, this doesn't look that great, but as it's drying, it's looking a little better. I don't know. This may not be the best paper for showing off this ink. Next, I've got my Kaweco Perkeo with Iroshizuku Yuyaki. Now, this one's a little better. It's got a medium nib. Now that I do like. And, excuse me, this is my Lamy Studio. I like how this pen posts also. It clicks on there. It's a heavier pen also, but it's weighted, balanced nicely. I like this too. This is an extra fine, but it's a fairly wet extra fine, and this is from the Colorverse Voyager limited edition set. This is Jupiter Flyby. Let's see. I'm not as crazy about the Chiku Ren on this paper. It's okay, I guess. It's just that I like how the Yuyaki looks on this paper. And Jupiter Flyby looks good too. It's kind of a chocolatey brown. It may be hard to tell. But yeah, that looks really good. And it's nice, smooth paper. Now this is a creamy color. Let's see how they look on the Marlmon Nemesign. This is also kind of an off-white paper, but it looks white until you put it up next to actual white paper. Let's see if it may let me zoom in a little farther. And we'll see how this looks. We'll do the same 2 pens. Oh man, I spelled that wrong. What was I thinking? Oh, it's going down pretty light on this paper. We'll see what it looks like after it dries. liking this Yuyake again. When you get the right paper and the right pen for this Yuyake, it just looks like orange candy. I always liked orange lifesavers, and it just almost makes my mouth water when I'm writing with this. These three inks just look really good all together. Using them in a journal together. I did that this morning with my Bible study, and it looked really good. Yeah, I like that. Again, I don't know. On Tomoe River, I guess I'll show you my page I did this morning. On Tomoe River, I like Chikurin better. Yeah, that's from this morning. I just like how saturated it is. So this is, let's see, that's the Jupiter Flyby. This is Chikurin, Jupiter Flyby again. This is Sailor Black that I've got in my TWSBI Mini. It's a fine nib, but it doesn't write super fine. I like the way it writes. I like Chikurin. Now on Tomoe River, I don't know. Yuyake tends to be a little more splotchy. But then on the European papers, the thicker papers, let's see if it'll focus for me, I like the Yuyake better. So that's something to keep in note. That's why one of the reasons I started doing these writing samples, so that I could go back and refer to them and see what inks worked best with which pages. So, all right. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.